Hello everyone, Leigh here from Martinuzzi Property Group with my weekly real estate market update. This week, the RBA has announced another cash rate rise of 50 basis points, taking the cash rate or the current cash rate to 2.35%. So that's the fifth consecutive rise they've done since May, which is really when we started to see buyer demand taper and our market change from the booming market to a correcting market, basically. On the Sunshine Coast, that effect has been that we've seen prices or dwelling prices decline by about 4.5% on average on the Sunshine Coast. However, keeping in mind that during the pandemic, since March 2020 to about April 2022, we've seen prices rise upwards of 40% in most areas on the Sunshine Coast. So unless you purchase within that 2-year sort of time frame, it's likely if you sold today, you're still going to make some fairly good gains on your property sale. The other thing to keep in mind too is that it's always buyers in every market and sellers always become buyers too. So there's always going to be that continual transaction happening in the property market. It may be just a different pace. And if you think about it right now, if you decide to sell and you don't quite get the sale price that you want on your end, you'll probably likely make it up in the repurchase stage when you do buy, assuming you're obviously selling and then buying again as well. So sometimes it's relative and balances out anyway. We have seen the number of new listings nationally increase. So it is now up 13.5% on this time last year and about 6.5% on the 5-year average. Locally here in Palmwoods, there's currently about 44 properties listed for sale, and Woombye, for example, about 28 properties listed for sale. Now, assumingly, a few of those properties are under offer. However, compared to this time last year, most buyers that I was speaking to, all the properties that were advertised for sale were under offer, and it was very hard to find any properties to actually look at. Well, the tables have turned, and now buyers do have properties to look at, and the urgency isn't there either. They can actually now take their time to choose the right property for them. And we've seen that in the time in the market. The time in the market is said to be about 23 days in our local area here. However, I think that figure's slightly dated. I actually think it's closer to 30 or even 40 days at the moment. So the time on market has been pushed out, and that's just because that buyer demand and urgency has lowered as well. I don't think it has so much to do with borrowing capacity and home loans and the cash rates. I actually think it has more to do with the amount of buyers actually actively looking right now. And I expect the amount of buyers looking will increase. I've already seen a little bit of an increase in the last 2 weeks. I expect as we lead into spring, we'll see more buyers coming to the market as well. For the last 3 months, sale volumes are down. So we've seen less properties transact in the last 3 months. And if you're looking at the local areas, you're looking at about 23 sales for Palmwoods over that period. And about, I think it's less for Woombye, about 18 for Woombye in that same period as well. So less properties transacting. And a lot of those properties actually transacted back in June, just after we saw that first cash rate rise. So I think last month in Palmwoods, there's about three property sales. So not many transactions happening. However, again, I think that'll increase as well as we move forward and people get used to what to expect going forward as well. So guys, that's my weekly market update. You can have a read of it in my blog here as well. Check it out. Anything we can help you with, give us a call. MPG with you all the way.